Raz, on The Last Ride, you talk about this being the debut final album. So I know you guys have been working for so long, and this is The Last Ride is the first album. So what made that lyric and that statement come to you, Raz?
I felt like to move forward, we had to put some things behind us. And that's why I called it that. And I just felt like for us, right. The next album is going to be called "And the Last Shall Be First." So
executive produced by Burger King.
By Burger King, the Whopper.
You know what I'm saying?
yo, which one was the hamburger?
That was McDonald's. That's McDonald's.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right, because he's the one stealing the big the hamburger. He's stealing all the motherfuckers.
Yeah, he's kind of rapey. The hamburger is rapey. Burger King's a pimp. You can't burgle the hamburger.
You know, and another thing about the album that I'm really loving too is it brings unification as well, because tragedy's on the album.
Yeah. Right on.
And you know, tragedy history is he made LA.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, with Capone-N-Noreaga, yeah.
Capone-N-Noreaga.
Yeah, now we together on one record, like me and Nori. And that's pretty big right there. I always wanted to do music with tragedy because he's one of the.
Wow.
So that was classic right there to me when Raz told me, yeah, tragedy's on there. I was like, damn, it's all circle here. You know, that's hip hop unification. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was pretty big. And he showed his ass. Yeah.
Yeah, he got busy.
Oh man, yeah, he was letting them have it. Everybody
rap, man. He spits and he be spitting the bars. He got science. So I mean, come on, man. He was an intelligent hoodlum.
And he got
the prototype. He's the intelligent.
What song are you on?
The bonus cut. He's on Ride On.
Ride on. Yeah, man. He came to the West. He's in the Western with us, man.
Nice.
Well, you got to remember too, to Raz's point with intelligent hoodlum. Remember, he had arrested the president early on.
He's right, and that's what a lot of people don't know. Tragedy is the intelligent hoodlum.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I remember
that's the president.
Shout out to Trash.
We get off the phone. I want to play that.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's an incredible record. And Tragedy, he's had such a remarkable career, his evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great to see him on Ride On. So how did you guys, Raz, how did you decide to make that the last song? Or the bonus?
My whole thing was we wanted to give them something. I mean, obviously, if The Last Ride was The Last Ride, then the bonus cut should be Ride On.
Right, because that's what we do. It's the
right.
Last Ride, that's this album. And now we riding on.
Now we riding on.
We on Earth, we running them up, and we gonna burn everything to the motherfucking ground.
Yeah. So it wasn't. It was at the point, but it was kind of like, well, this ain't really the last ride because now we got to ride on again. He's like the gunslinger, like the gunslinger tries to give up, and then they do some shit. He got to pull the guns out. He got to go get all the bad guys. It was that shit. Like, man, we were trying to put our guns away, and made the horseman ride on. Now we got to ride out again.
We are the purge.
Right. To keep it Hollywood Shuffle. Remember, he says in it, Batty says, how do you tell a good script? He says, does your character die in the end? He goes, no. Then it's a good script. Always think sequel.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying, cuz? I did a movie, Half Past Dead. They try and kill me and Ja Rule in it. We was dead. When Screen Gym saw it, they was like, no, you can't kill Kurupt and Raz. I mean, you can't kill Kurupt and Ja Rule because our characters were so, it brought out the film. Our characters brought out the film. The people grew to love us in that film. So we had to reshoot it. And that's when I did the epic scene with Monique with no script. So, you know what I'm saying? Batty. Did you die in the end? No, that's a good script. And he was right, because then I made Half Past Dead 2 and I was the star. Hello! Oh, right.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. Hey, where you at? Right. Ain't nothing wrong. Let's talk about some music.
What he say? What he say? I
James
look
Brown.
good. I smell good.
Papa got a in the bag.
Make love good.
I make love good.
I look good. I smell good. And make love good. Ain't nothing wrong.
Now on the last ride, you guys also have Centaurs, which
Yes,
I was intrigued on that because since you guys are so lyrical, that to the point of showing variety, to have the chorus first on that song, for instance. KP, do you know conceptually how that came to be that way?
Say that again.
Do you know why you guys decided to put the chorus first on Centaurs?
Like I said before, switching it up, making it different. You know what I'm saying? Not what everybody expect. So, you know, I trust in Raz. Raz trusted me. We both trusted Kurupt. Kurupt trusted us. We trusted Kenny, and that was it. Switching it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about with tragedy? And look, tragedy is a whole different horse. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right.
He could be the polo horse.
Definitely.
It really was about switching things up. Hearing when I was listening to the record, that's how Kenny had done it, and I thought it was dope to lead intentionally. The record basically leads with cannabis,
right?
And the song, the album basically ends with cannabis.
Oh,
okay.
Not bad.
It's purposely designed that way for, for him to feel that it was all inclusive, and I was cognizant of that. I wanted him to know, like, again, this was about moving forward and putting this to bed so we could move forward. So I wanted him to hear, and that's how he had done it. So I didn't want to change that. I thought it was the right thing to do. He started with the hook. I was tempted to move him and put Priest first. I was like, nah, let him start this shit out. And then it was dope because I didn't have some things like me and Priest, me and Kurupt, we didn't have a lot of that back and forth shit. So I was like, it's dope because if you listen to what Cannabis says, the hook calls Priest. I'm a horseman. Priest a horseman. We the horseman. So I was like, he called this audible. Let the song be how he built it. That's how Cannabis saw it at that time. You know what I mean? So it made sense for it to start with the hook because he called who he was. Then he said Priest. Then Priest got to show up. Then we showed up. And it's just the right way to do a record. Sometimes the universe and the people telling you how the record's supposed to be. So I try not to fight with the record.
Right. Now, one thing that I really love about The Last Ride is that the four of you guys have been on different records, different affiliations, different things, but the showcase of lyricism is still alive and well as it has been since the beginning of rap all the way up till now. So Kurupt, for you, I wanted you to explain the significance of showing supreme lyricism still being so important today.
That's what this is. This is called hip hop. That's what the basis of what we're doing. It opened up so many doors, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, first we was just a grain of sand on the beach, and now we are the beach. Rock and roll has hip hop in it. Country and Western of all genres of music has hip hop in it. Everything is adapting to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The blues has hip hop. Everything is hip hop now. All commercials. When you look at commercials, they got hip hop in it. The beats behind them talking, the beats are hip hop beats. You know what I'm saying? And so we've grown so far. Sometimes we lose focus of that through that growth. And the reality is that this is hip hop, you know, and being from the West Coast and the East Coast, you know, as you can see, the penmanship stepped up in the West, and now they're all about lyrics and stepping up their lyrical game because that's where it comes from. We all know this, that the East is where this form of expression musically was created. And therefore, you got to always have a base. So even when you go to these outer extremities, you still have to come home. And that's what, you know, and that's what the Horseman album is about. It's about pure, uncut, unadulterated culture. This is the culture. Okay, we're not in this to sell a gang of records. We're not in this to have people dance. We're in this to have people listen.
Right.
Listening is the key to our album, and you'll find all kinds of treats in it. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, and that's what we wanted to take it back to. You know, and that's the basis of what the Horseman is all about.
I got you. I think
millions of records, and they thinking that this is what it's all about, selling millions of records. No, it's not what it's all about. That's what makes it a culture. It's not just about selling a million records. It's how you sell a million records, because you have a responsibility. Like my auntie Dion was telling me, Rick, you can't be calling women out their names all the time. Now make something for the ladies.
Right.
When I was young, it was like, all right, auntie Dion, I'm gonna do that. After I finished talking about this funky ass, stank bag ass, dirt rock ass bitch. But as I grew up, I understood, you know, because one thing she said too is, y'all got a mama, she listens to your music, and she's right. You know what I'm saying? So that made me want to switch up my woo-wop. You know, I really can't relate to a lot of the music nowadays, but I like it. I like all the music nowadays because kids ain't in the streets killing people. There's a million things they could be doing. It's like basketball and football. You know what I'm saying? And basically, this is a out from the normal ghetto shit you'd have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
Music is an out where you can excel and win. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these music is youth. You know what I'm saying? So with the youth doing what we do when we was young and having this opportunity to expand and not do crimes, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. And that's why you got to give it up to the original hip hop, because that's where it started. Hip hop is what this is all about. If you rap and love rap, this and that, it already showed you that barrier break. Nigga, he told the bitch straight up, I need love. Nigga, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I play with my balls, and in the back of my mind, my conscience calls. Right. God damn it. And he wasn't afraid of, you see Big Daddy Kane, nigga. He's over there with Madonna.
Yeah, he the first.
Living the life. You know what I'm saying? That nigga put flowers in his hair.
Big Daddy Kane was the first rap star with a.
Boy, he did that, nigga. Go, let it roll, get bold. I just can't hold back, folk, because I'm a man with soul and controlling effects of what the heck rock the disco tape. He was cutting people's heads off, nigga.
oh, it was on. It was on after that.
Right. After he cut their heads off, he fucked their bitch. He's a smooth operator, man. So, you know, hip hop has always been that since the 80s and the 70s, man. Look at Sugar Hill Gang. Rappers delight, my nigga. They just rock the party. That's what hip hop is about. We rock the party. We have fun. People
all night long.
Because you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang was talking about smashing people. Cash rules everything around me. Had the whole dance floor packed. As soon as it came on, nigga, dance floor is packed. You know what I'm saying? So you can rhyme like we rhyme and still make people have a good time and dance on the dance floor, guys. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's shout out to hip hop itself and the originals who made this shit happen, man. Because without them, there'd be no us. And thank God now we're the originals. Right.
Well, there it is. Well, Horseman, thank you guys for coming through to Unique Access. I really appreciate it.
You are the best. You know, I got to talk to my wife, though, man. You know, I got this big ass coat on because she got this motherfucker feeling like the Antarctic and shit.
No doubt.
Little and shit. Like Cuz said, man, you know, arthritis, bones bend. My shit is all fucked up in here. I'm trying to keep my composure, but I'm cold, Cuz. Babe! Man, we got to turn this off for a second. This got to stop. This ain't right.
Well, it's been good.
Shit.
All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate it.
Yo, I got my own podcast. I want to shout out that I got the Killer Priest podcast coming on Monday.
Tell them, Priest.
Yeah, Killer Priest podcast Mondays and Wednesdays.
Am I coming
Pacific
tomorrow?
time, 5 o'clock. You coming tomorrow? Yeah, we're gonna have Alexis K. Tyler. We're gonna have some fun.
I'm gonna come over your crib. We did was Priest.
that word is born. That shit blow.
Special that the first
Yes.
Thank you, Soren. Thank you for your time, man.
Killer. Right.
Yo, bring the album too tomorrow too. I want to play that.
All right.
Lexus K. Tyler. One.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC-Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on your TV back with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.